Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday wherever you are calling in from. I wanted to say thank you so much. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Wafa. I'm an English teacher here in Canada, and I decided to start this YouTube channel, Facebook group to really help you practice improving your English so you are able to be that confident speaker you always dreamed of in IELTS speaking. My main goal of this channel is to not only help anybody, but just to help job seekers who are looking for a quick way to score a band 7 and higher in IELTS speaking, especially. And this is why I've created an IELTS speaking band 7 in 7 days course that will really help you find the quickest methods, quickest techniques to use to score a band 7 or higher in IELTS speaking. If this is something you're interested in, make sure you check the description box down below because I will be linking that, my waitlist to my course, in the description box after the live is done. But the point of today's live is to really allow you to have a practice lesson. Hello, Rajib. Ragib, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you on the live again. The whole point of today's live, oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. The point of today's live is to just allow you to get some free IELTS speaking practice. So this I usually do these lives at least once or twice a week, so I'm able to give back to you guys and really help you prepare for IELTS speaking, give you some advice, give you some feedback live, which is great. Ragib, if you would like, you can also try to sign on to the StreamYard link. uh, you can find the link directly in the Facebook events group. Where you are watching from, you will be able to find the StreamYard link. I'm just going to double check if it is listed there to make sure that you guys are all able to participate if you'd like. And if you'd like to take a shot on these questions, they're very, very common questions you may get in IELTS speaking, especially that it is about technology. So I put the link. If you want to check, Ragib, if you'd like to check the Facebook live link, you will see the StreamYard link where you are able to join. Let me just type it, join. If you just want to reset or refresh your page, you will be able to view that link, so you are able to practice questions with me on the mic. It's a great opportunity. I mean, why not practice? Why not try to really improve your English? The only way to improve something is by practicing daily, right? Even if it's for 5 minutes, you just need to get your mind in that momentum of wanting to really, really improve your English. So I am just going to add that link. Just want to make sure you guys have that link so you're able to join. If anybody would like to join the IELTS speaking practice session, you can check the link right in the event page where you are calling in from. You will see a StreamYard link there, and you will be able to get right on the mic. I have put it in the Facebook events group. You will see it there. And I'd love for you to get an opportunity to practice. And until you join the link, I'd like to just talk about a few things to keep in mind when you are actually preparing for IELTS speaking, so you are not wasting too much of your time. These are very important points to keep in mind, because you don't want to waste your time on doing spending too much time on these learning these methods or techniques, and they're they don't really help your band score. So I wanted to discuss the importance of not spending too much time on copying a native person's accent. One sec. Could you share the link? I could, Ragib. You won't see it in this chat because it's a third party app I use. But if you do go to the events page on Facebook, you will be able to see it there. If you go, let me just show you where exactly you could see it, Ragib. Oh, there we go. Hello, Mr. Ragib. How are you?
I'm doing well, ma'am. What's about you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Were you able to see the link in the chat box when I put it there?
Uh, yes, right now I find out this link, but first time I couldn't found.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Because a lot of students always say they don't see it when I put it in the chat box. So let me just share my screen. How's it going with you? How's your practice? Good?
Yes, I'm practice, but I'm very suffering for my part three because sometimes it's a very critical question for me, and I'm unable to understand what teachers say to me, or I feel uncomfortable at that moment. What to say, how to say in part three.
Yes, part three is a bit hard because it relates to part two, and also because it's a bit of an informal discussion, so it could be a little challenging. I know a lot of students find it challenging, but definitely with practice, you can definitely get better. So, would you like to start?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Great. So, can you tell me your name?
Uh, my full name is Ragib Hassin. You can call me by my first name, Ragib.
Great. And where are you from?
Could you repeat again? Is I
Where?
think
Oh, where are you from?
uh, uh, I'm from Bangladesh, and right now I live in Dhaka city over there.
Great. And do people use technology in your country? Can you hear me? Ragib, I cannot hear you. Oh, that's okay. I think we are having some technical difficulties, so we'll give him a few minutes uh, to sign back on. So what I was saying earlier is to just until Ragib signs back on. Ragib, we are waiting for you. So while we wait for Mr. Ragib, there were certain things I wanted to really touch up on. I really want. Oh, I don't know why my screen did that. There were certain things I really wanted to touch up on, because I don't want you to make the mistake of thinking I need to focus all my time on these things, or else I'm not going to get a high band. So the main thing is, don't spend too much time trying to copy a native English speaker's accent. You are not graded on your accent on IELTS speaking. So you want to make sure you don't concentrate on that. Let's see. Hi, Ragib.
Hello, ma'am. I think there was some network issue. That's why I
That's okay.
disconnected.
That's okay. Let me put it up again. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna change my screen format. Just give me 1 sec. There we go. All right. So we were at, do people use technology in your country?
Certainly, in my country, maximum people use different kind of technology, such as right now people use Facebook, WhatsApp, and most popular app is ChatGPT because by using this app, they can easily get lots of information, and they are also solve for different kind of mathematicals and another problem in their daily activities.
Great. So maybe you could talk about what devices they use as well, such as their phones to access ChatGPT, or their computers, or their laptops. So remember that for the next question. How often do people use technology in? No, sorry. How often do you use technology in your daily life?
Uh, in my daily life I use technology several times because right now technology is one of the most important part in our life, such as I use my mobile phone and laptop minimum 5 to 6 hours for my study purposes, and that's why I have to say that it is a part of my life.
Great, great. And what is your favorite technological device and why?
uh, I already mentioned that I use computer, laptop, and mobile devices right now, and my favorite technological device is my smartphone because by using this types of smartphone, I can learn different things. I can take pictures, I can listen music, and watch movies. That's why I want to say that this is my favorite technological device.
Yes, because it's very easily accessible, right? Because you always have it. Great answer. And do you think technology has made communication easier or more complicated?
In my point of view, I think technology made our life much more easier than past because by using technology, we can easily communicate all over the world, and we that will be very easier for us to send any kind of message to our relatives, our friends, and our boss. So I think it's made our life more easier.
Yes. And a great answer. Are there any technological advancements you're looking forward to in the future?
Certainly. I think right now Elon Musk he's working very hard to doing some advanced technology in upcoming future, such as he's working for SpaceX and he has a dream to send the people to the moon and to the Venus. That's why I also have a great vision that he might be success for his new advantages for upcoming technology. So definitely, I think in future I'll find out something new.
Great. So, Ragib, do you have a pen and paper for part two? I will give you 1 minute to prepare your answer for describe a piece of technology you find very useful. You should say what it is, how you use it, why you find it useful, and explain how it has impacted your life. Let me know when you are ready, and I will time you for 1 minute.
Okay, I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, can I start?
Oh, you're ready? All right, go ahead.
Uh, in this contemporary era, technology made our life more easier than before, and there are lots of technology in our surroundings. But today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite and useful technology. Uh, that name is computer. Computer is one of the most popular and useful device all over the world. Maximum people all over the world they use computer for various purposes, and I use for my daily purpose, such as my assignment, made my assignment, or sending emails, or doing lots of activities such as playing games and watching movies. I find it very useful because by using this types of technology, right now people can doing lots of tasks. They are developing different kind of software that made people life more easier than before, and it has a great impact for our daily life because by using these types of technology, people can do their task easier than before, and they can easily fix all of the problem whatever they have. However, by this technology, people are changing their life and made their life more comfortable. So I think it's very impact or in my life and all over the world also.
Great, great. Good answer. Let's try to think of some synonym words we could use for instead of mentioning like technology every time. Maybe we could say my mobile device one time, right? Can you think of any other synonym words you could use for your device? My smartphone, like you said, is another one. And just so we could show the examiner that we know different words to describe our tech, like our technological device. So mobile device, what was the other word I just said? About my smartphone. And maybe we could use another word to describe the technological device we are talking about, so that way we can show that our vocabulary words, we could use different vocabulary words to describe and get a higher band score, right? Does that make sense?
Sure, ma'am. I'll
Yeah,
try
great,
to add
great.
some vocabulary.
Yes, great work. Okay, let's do part three. How do you think technology has changed the way people work in recent years?
Uh, as I perceive that technology changes people life nowadays, and the way people work right now from their home, and they can doing lots of financial work, such as some people they work from home, and all over the world they can easily contract with their boss and their uh, all their colleagues, and easily can fulfill their task nowadays. For example, during the COVID situation, lots of people they are doing lots of uh, work from their home, and that's a great advantages of our technology.
Great, great. What are the advantages and disadvantages of people using social media and technology for communication?
Uh, I think there are lots of advantages than the disadvantages of using social media and technology for communication. As you know that by using the technology right now, people can spread lots of messages all over the world about the advantages of our educations and our communication, our society, and new discovery. On the other hand, there are some little bit disadvantages of communication, such as some news media and some people they are spreading bad news or some wrong information that might be very uh, harmful for
Harmful?
our society, or I think it will be very uh, tough for our society that they will suffer by these types of messages.
Great. I like that. I like that you really explained both the advantages and disadvantages, and you came up with ideas. So that was great. How do you see the role of technology evolving in education in the future?
Um, I think technology play a vital role for educations, and in future it might be very useful for all over the world. Right now people are using multimedia for the educate our children, and in the classroom they are using different kind of technology, such as in medical student they can learn different kind of things by using technology. On the other hand, the engineering student they are getting lots of advanced technology that will be very useful to learn different things that was absent in past. So I think in future they will get some advanced technology that might be very beneficial for their educations as well as their uh, learning.
Great, great answer. And I like that you even gave an example of what uh, children are using in the classroom today, which was great. And in what ways has technology affected traditional forms of entertainment, like reading books or watching movies?
Uh, in my opinion, I think there are some little effect of traditional forms of the environment, like reading books or watching movies. Uh, I think by watching different kind of movies on TV or something social media, people are forget their traditional activities, or they don't like to travel all over the world. They can easily get the information on movies or books, so that might be affected our traditions, because by using these types of technology people are very lazy nowadays, so that is affected their life as well as our tradition.
Great. Great work at answering all the questions, Ragib. You used great sense of sentence structure. You were able to give lots of details for each question, which is great. Try to, as I mentioned earlier, just try to use a little bit more synonym words. Like for example, if the question says technology, instead of saying I think the role of technology, try to use a synonym word for technology to show the examiner that you understand the question and you could think of another word to mention instead of what is mentioned in the question. That's always my trick to all my students is never use the same word in your answer, at least in the opening sentence in your answer that's written in the question, because this would score you a higher band if you're able to do this. So great, great sense of answers. Just curious, when are you planning to take your exam?
Okay, ma'am, I'm planning after 1 month, because I already sit for IELTS, but at that moment I have made a bad score on my reading, so
Mhm.
I have to sit again.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You'll do great. Just remember to practice daily and really you have to identify your weak points in order to improve on them. So you're doing great. I'm glad that you've identified that part 3 is very hard for you. So you're going to concentrate more on answering the part 3 instead of all the other parts, for example. So great work, Ragib. I hope you join us on our lives, and I hope you will be able to join our IELTS Speaking Band 7 in 7 days course. It will be live and interactive like this, and I will be teaching it.
Sure, ma'am, I will definitely join your upcoming class.
Yes, thank you so much. I wish you well. I guess the weekend is done there. We're still in the weekend here, so have a wonderful week.
Okay, sure,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
So that was great. Thank you, Ragib, for that. I wanted to really, really talk about I really wanted to talk about some other things that I was thinking of. I was just thinking about and contemplating and telling you my story as an immigrant family moving to Canada. When we first moved to Canada and how difficult it was for my parents to learn English. when they first arrived to Canada, honestly, guys, they always felt so anxious speaking English. They feared speaking English. They didn't even know how to ask the bus driver for directions. It was a very challenging time for my family. Honestly, I was only 3 years old when I arrived to Canada. So, I didn't really feel it, but just growing up and seeing my parents struggle when they arrived here, trying to learn how to speak English. But so me and my brother decided to take on the role of trying to teach them English every day for 20 minutes. We would literally sit them down and we would give them a quick little lesson on how to say certain things, certain phrases, certain words. And the reason why we did this is because they never had time to take ESL class when they arrived to Canada. Right when they arrived, they had to start working and providing for 5 children. So I feel like I could relate to you, your feelings or your emotions of feeling nervous when you speak English, when you're trying to mention certain things, or you forget what to say halfway in the conversation. I really feel like I could relate to you because I watched my parents go through this. I watched my parents struggle a lot to learn English. But you know what? With 20 minutes of consistent practice every day, while we were growing up and helping our parents, they were able to learn fluent English just from consistency, persistent. They were able to learn English, and my mother became an entrepreneur here in Canada. She opened up her own alteration store, all because why? Because she never gave up. She never gave up on her dreams of learning English, and she needed to know a lot of English to be able to speak to customers. Customer service is a big thing. It's not like she's working in the back, she's dealing with customers on a daily basis. But with lots of practice, with lots of consistency, they became that confident English speaker that they always dreamt of. And I know that you guys could do it too. I watched my parents feel certain ways, feeling down, feeling sad, trying to speak English, feeling like they could never fit in into the society because they didn't know English, but they never gave up, guys. And this is what is the most important. It's never giving up, continuing to work hard, continuing to try to improve your English daily. That's what it's all about. And that's why, honestly, growing up, seeing the struggles my parents went through, this is why I chose the profession of becoming an ESL teacher. Now I work at a local college here in Toronto, teaching lots of newcomers to Canada English because I feel like I want to give back to my community. I remember my parents struggling, and I want to help you. I want to help newcomers to Canada or people who are planning to move to an English speaking country. This is why I chose this profession. I'm so passionate on about it, and I this is why I want to help you all succeed on your IELTS exam because I feel like you can do it. If my parents were able to learn English and speak English and open a business, so are you. And yes, even though they never took the IELTS exam because it never existed back then, they were still able to learn the English they needed to get by on a daily basis to speak English. And I believe in you, and I feel like you can do it. And this is why I wanted to share this story because I feel like it's the closest thing I can relate to you, relate to your emotions, because I watched my parents go through these feelings of anxiety, stress, feeling scared. I don't think I could do it, but they were able to do it. And this is why I want to say I think you could really do it. It just takes practice daily. And this is why I've launched my IELTS speaking band 7 in 7 days course because the same techniques my brother I learned in college, in university, the same techniques I used on my mother every day at at such a young age for 20 minutes daily. These are the techniques that helped her. Real life practical techniques that really helped them learn English, and this is why I want to help you too. Let me see if we have any questions in the chat box. Oh, Ragib, you're awesome. You're awesome. You are so awesome, and I believe in you. I think you, like I said, I know you could do it. And this is why I wanted to share this story today, is because I can relate to you guys feeling a certain way. And that's why I never think that, oh, she knows such good English. She doesn't have patience. She's judging me. No way. Why would I ever judge you? We have all been there before. Yes, I learned English at a young age, but if I try to speak your language today, it's going to take me forever to learn. You're probably going to be laughing at me by the time I try to learn your language. But it's all about not giving up, not giving up on your dreams of passing that IELTS speaking exam. Because the second you say, I can't do it, then you can't do it. But if you say, I'm going to do this, I can do it, you will get through it. Believe me, guys. Nobody knows my story. I went to university, I did my bachelor's, my master's, and my teaching certificate, all with two kids while being a stay at home mother. It wasn't easy, but I never gave up on my dreams of becoming an ESL teacher. And for 9 years, I studied with two kids. It wasn't easy, but it's about consistency, consistency, consistency. Everything in life is about never giving up on your dreams. So this live was supposed to be an IELTS speaking practice. If anybody else would like to practice their speaking, let me know. It would be great to have you. But I just wanted to share that little bit of inspirational little story I had of my parents, myself, and just never giving up on your dreams. I hope it helped you. And if there's anybody who would like to practice their speaking on the mic, let me know. I'm here. It would be great. If not, no worries. I know it is the start of a new week for some of you, probably super busy, but I'm hoping to do these lives again. So I'll give everyone a few minutes just to see if anybody would like to practice their speaking on the mic. You could check the link in the description box of where you are watching from, and you will be able to find the link to practicing live with me. I'm just waiting to see if anyone could join us. It would be great. Please check the description box for the direct link to joining us on the mic so you are able to practice some questions. Let me put up the questions for some people who are new on the live. You will be able to practice answering these questions with me live on the mic. It's literally part one questions, part two, and part three. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to really improve your English, because that is the whole point of this live, is to really, really practice, really get that feedback. That's going to help you, right? It's one thing to get feedback, but it's another thing to get feedback, listen to it, and try to apply it to get better. I think that's what's the most important part of these lives. It's to really, really get the feedback that I'm giving you and try to use it for the next question you're answering. Try to implement it into the next question you're answering, because that's the only way you'll get better. And this is the whole point of this live, right? When I give you feedback, I'm not giving you feedback for any other reason but to get you that band score you need in order to get the overall band score of IELTS speaking. All right, guys, I wanted to thank everyone for joining me on today's live. I hope again I will see you all in the near future. I wish you well on your IELTS speaking exam. Take care for now. Have a wonderful weekend for those who are into their weekend still. Bye now.